Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So the last update about unfortunate love, Malishka returned to the Obrey's house and she came along with Viraj in order to make Rishi feel jealous, but Rishi did not even look at that. Though he felt jealous, but he did not really get affected like that. And in the presence of Malishka, Rishi was still taking care of Lakshmi, and this got Malishka really angry. Let's continue from there. Rishi and Lakshmi are sitting together. Rishi asked Lakshmi to have sweet, but Lakshmi refused. Rishi says he got the sweet for her and he asked her to open her mouth and says she has to eat it for him. Lakshmi opens her mouth and Rishi feeds Lakshmi with his hand. Malishka looks at them angrily. Viraj tells Malishka that Rishi and Lakshmi love each other and says even I want to have sweet. Malishka gets angry and tells Karishma and Sonia that Viraj came here to see the Diwali and says I would add extra attention to the Diwali, and she asks Viraj that will you dance with me? Malishka forward her hand. Rishi thinks that Malishka is asking him for a dance and Rishi forward his hand, but Malishka holds Viraj's hand and asks him to dance with her. Rishi is shocked. Malishka asks Rishi to play the music for them. Everyone dances. Neha sees Ayush and Shalu having an eye lock and she asks Shalu that what is going on. Shalu says Ayush has beaten me. Ayush says I saved you, else you would have fallen down. Ayush asks Neha if he is good. Neha says you are sweet and says I understand you. Shalu asks Ayush to come with her. Neha also asks Ayush to come with her. Shalu says Ayush is my friend. They both try to drag Ayush. Ayush falls with Shalu and Neha falls on Sudeep. Ranu comes there and shouts. Ayush gets up and asks Sudeep to go. Ranu asks Neha that what did you say? A servant would you? Neha asks Ranu to talk to her after thinking properly. Ranu takes Neha away from there. Malishka and Viraj dance closely. Malishka makes Viraj hold her waist while dancing. A song plays in the background. Rishi gets jealous seeing them dancing. After dancing, Malishka asks Viraj to make Rishi jealous. Rishi holds Malishka's hand and takes her away from there. Shalu brings Ayush downstairs. Bani asks, where are you taking him to? Shalu lifts Ayush's hand. Bani asks why she was holding his hand with so much right. Shalu says I was saving him. Bani asks that from who, but Shalu couldn't talk. Neha comes downstairs. Ayush says, Neha, what's up? Shalu holds Ayush's hand and takes him away from there. Bani thinks that what happened to Shalu. Neha thinks that she will win the challenge. Malishka asks Rishi to leave her hand and asks what is this misbehavior. Rishi takes Malishka to the room and says you will not go from here. Malishka says this is your wife's room, who saved you risking her life. Rishi asks Malishka to hear him and says I know that you are upset with my behavior. Malishka tells Rishi that she is upset because she came to know about the truth and Rishi's lies. She says that Rishi who was at the hospital was not my Rishi. She says you are changed and you are not mine. She says that Rishi was mine, who married on my saying and took off the wedding chain and the ring for me. Malishka tells Rishi that their relationship is over and she asks him to leave her and move on. She says, I don't care for you now. Rishi asks Malishka to tell him truly if she really doesn't care for him. Malishka says no, and I would never do, and she asks him to move on. Rishi asks if Malishka is going to Viraj. Malishka looks at him. Neelam asks Lakshmi to call Rishi. Lakshmi is going from there and she collides with Viraj. Viraj holds Lakshmi's hand. Lakshmi says she is searching for Rishi because mommy is calling him. Viraj says, should I come with you? Because I am also searching for Malishka. Lakshmi asks him to come. Malishka asks Rishi that what did you say? Rishi says you are going to Viraj and you were dancing closely with him. Malishka tries to eat Rishi. Rishi says I love you 5 times. Malishka says just leave me. Rishi says you know that we love each other and he asks why is she behaving stupid. Rishi asks Malishka that why did you bring Viraj here? You know well that we don't get along since childhood. Malishka says no. She brought Viraj here to celebrate Diwali. Rishi says you brought Viraj here to make me jealous. Malishka asks what is your problem and says I want to explore and I have moved on in my life. Rishi asks Malishka if she wants to have any relationship with Viraj. Lakshmi asks Viraj that why is he smiling? Viraj says nothing, I'm just smiling just like that. Lakshmi says they should check the room for Malishka. Viraj asks Lakshmi to come. Malishka asks Rishi to think that whatever he wants is what he is getting. She says I brought Viraj here because he wanted to see traditional Diwali and your wife meet him nicely. Rishi asks why are you dragging Lakshmi into our fight? Malishka says Lakshmi is the reason for our fight. Rishi tells Malishka that don't bring Lakshmi between us because she hasn't done anything. Malishka says Lakshmi was already between us. She says you cannot be mine because you have become of Lakshmi. Rishi says no, I am just yours. Malishka says I want to trust you, but I can't. Rishi tells Malishka that I am your old Rishi. Malishka says you are not my Rishi. Lakshmi tells Viraj that this is my room. Rishi hears Lakshmi's voice. Lakshmi opens the door and they come inside. Ayush and Shalu are in the garden area. Ayush asks what is going on. He says you asked me to sit with you until you finish the food. Ayush says I will become old because your speed is slow. Shalu tells Ayush that you made me fall down. Ayush asks Shalu to take almond while leaving. Shalu asks if Ayush is like this from before. Ayush asks Shalu to hug him and end the differences. Shalu asks if Ayush has gone mad and says she will not hug anyone. Ayush says I still love you. Shalu is about to eat him but she stops. Neha calls Ayush and asks him to come to the kitchen. Ayush asks if something has happened there. Neha says she needs his help and she asks him to come. Ayush says I am coming in 2 minutes. Shalu asks if Neha called. Ayush asks if Shalu was spying on him and says bad manners. Shalu asks Ayush to stop. Neha keeps the flower on the upper rack of the cabinet and she thinks that when Ayush comes here, then she would ask Ayush to take the box down and she will make it fall on them. She says then they have to take their bath and she will come out of the bathroom and she will splash her wet hair on Ayush and she will trap him. Viraj tells Lakshmi that Rishi and Malishka are not here. Malishka asks Rishi why did he bring her to the bathroom and hiding her here. Rishi says it is Lakshmi and his room, so what would he have told Lakshmi if she comes in and sees them together? Lakshmi is about to go out but she finds the photo frame that has fallen down. She says how did it fall down? Viraj asks Lakshmi to take advantage of the situation and tell him a dark secret. Rishi gets angry and asks that how dare Viraj to ask Lakshmi something like that. Malishka looks at Rishi in shock. Viraj asks Lakshmi that what is the reason for her marriage with Rishi. He says everyone has a reason here. Property, relationship, horoscope matching and bad luck in horoscope. He says there might be a reason for your marriage with Rishi because I don't believe that you will love an arrogant man like Rishi. Lakshmi feels awkward and tells Viraj that she would go and tell mommy that Rishi is not here. Viraj says, I understand that your marriage is a compromise as well. Lakshmi says marriage is a compromise most of the time for the girls and many times they don't love their husbands. Lakshmi tells Viraj that you might not have heard it, that girls love their husbands after marriage and in my case with Rishi, we have love after marriage. Viraj tells Lakshmi that you don't love Rishi, right? Lakshmi says I don't love Rishi after marriage because when I was getting married to him, I was already in love with him. Lakshmi tells Viraj that she was in love with Rishi when they were getting married. Viraj asks when did you fall in love with Rishi? Lakshmi says when we came to Mumbai, after our parents' death, our aunt brought us here and I agreed to marry anyone so that my father's soul can rest in peace. She says but I was destined to marry Rishi. Lakshmi tells Viraj that you are right. Rishi was arrogant because when I met him for the first time, he broke his promise with me, but I later realized that he is a good man. Rishi hears Lakshmi and he feels emotional. Lakshmi says, I saw that Rishi, which you people see, but later I see the true Rishi. Lakshmi tells Viraj that Shalu tells me that God has stopped making bad guys now and says he is very good. She says he always supports me and says one guy tried to destroy my image, but Rishi supported me without questioning me for once. Lakshmi tells Viraj that only a true person can do what Rishi is doing and says after doing so much for me, he never show off. She says she did not know about love before and she did not know when she fell in love with Rishi. Lakshmi says she used to get dreams of Rishi and says that she will stay with Rishi even when their hair turns white. Lakshmi tells Viraj that Rishi said that I am made for him and my whole world is him. Viraj says yes, you really love Rishi and he asks, does Rishi loves you too? Lakshmi says you should ask Rishi, but Viraj says that Rishi is not here, so I cannot ask him. Viraj asks Lakshmi that did Rishi ever tell you I love you before? Lakshmi says yes, Rishi has said I love you to me many times, but he did not say it with his mouth, but whatever he does for me, it is visible even if he has never said it. Viraj asks Lakshmi that what does Rishi do? Lakshmi says what a life partner do and says Rishi is my hero. She says, sometimes I feel that Rishi loves me more than I love him. She says, Rishi even remembers what I told him on our date and he fulfilled my wish. Viraj asks Lakshmi that what of her wish did Rishi fulfilled. Lakshmi says, Rishi brought my favorite food for me on our date. She says the reason that I love Rishi is Rishi himself and says our relationship is special due to Rishi. Viraj asks that why is Lakshmi smiling. Lakshmi says Rishi covered me with blankets when I was unwell. He bandaged my injury and he scolded me with love. He did not let me get up from the bed. She says my father used to say that I will get a life partner who will love me more than myself and says his prayer's fruit is what I got in Rishi. Viraj tells Lakshmi that Rishi has really done a lot for you. Lakshmi smiles. Viraj says Rishi might have told you that your smile is beautiful. Rishi and Malishka hears all their conversations because they were hiding in the bathroom. Malishka gets angry hearing how Lakshmi is praising Rishi. Rishi thinks that why is Viraj telling Lakshmi so much things and he gets jealous. Lakshmi tells Viraj that mommy might be searching for Rishi, so let's go to her. Viraj tells Lakshmi that sorry if you think that I am crossing the line. Lakshmi says I don't even let anyone cross their limit with me and Rishi. Rishi smiles hearing that. Viraj and Lakshmi leave the room and Rishi comes out with Malishka. Malishka tells Rishi that I don't love you because you love Lakshmi. Rishi says Malishka. Malishka says Lakshmi felt cold, so you switch off the AC and you took care of her and you even bandaged her foot. Rishi says yes, Lakshmi was unwell and that is why I did it. Malishka says you love Lakshmi. Neelam comes there and hears them fighting in the bathroom. Malishka thanks Rishi for bringing her there and says I heard everything that I was supposed to hear. They come out of the bathroom and Malishka angrily leaves from there. Rishi asks Malishka to listen to him, but Malishka refused. Neelam sees them fighting and she is shocked. Okay guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like the video, share it and drop a comment if you can. And I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.